It's a disgusting Wednesday morning. I'm going to be putting air spring helpers on a 2019 Ram 3500. You'll need a jack stands. I like 2x4 blocks, a 9/16 ratchet, the air springs. I pre-assembled those last night. Do it. Alright, so I'm using a 20-ton bottom jack and 6-ton jack stands. We're just trying to get this lower axle to drop down as much as you can, so make sure that your jack stands are on the frame and not any of the axle or suspension parts. I've done the passenger side, now I'll jack up the driver's side. Alright, so now we're jacked all the way up, giggity. One jack stand either side, and like I said, be sure to get on the frame rail. So now the tires are just a little bit off the ground. I've got full sag. All right, and then next step is to remove these, forget what they're called, 2 bolts. Remove those. Okay, so they are 16 millimeters, and you can reach them more easily if you have swivel extensions to get to those bolts. But remove those, remove your bump stops, is what they look like to me, and continue on. Alright, so I pre-assembled mine last night, but this hose fitting only has one side of the air spring it can go on. You have both your roll plates. There's 2 bolts per side to mount the air spring to the bracket. This is the top bracket, and then there's a piece that goes right here, and then the frame goes in between this and the other piece. The bottom, you've got 2 carriage bolts, a bracket underneath to go under your axle, and then this large U-bolt goes around your leaf springs. So this is the driver's side. We'll get the installation of this one going. And it's raining. So per the instructions, you're going to want to get under here and disconnect this axle ventilation. So I've got a trim removal tool. Works perfect. And they just want you to relocate that off to the side for now. So we'll get the driver's side going. So you've kind of got to wedge it in there, but if you have your axle sagged all the way, it's not too bad. Nothing is bolted in, but what I wanted to show you is, you can see this is going to be where that U-bolt goes around the leaf springs. The 2 carriage bolts will come down here and below the axle. Alright, so you got your U-bolt around the bottom of the leaf spring stack. Get these 2 nuts on there started, and then your 2 carriage bolts with the bottom bracket. Got those started. They're all 9/16. I just use the electric. It goes a lot quicker and smoother, but do not over tighten them per the instructions. Alright, we've got those torqued down. Lower and side bolts. Now it wants you to raise the axle just enough to get this upper bracket to meet this right here. So we'll get that. Oh man, that was a pain, but I got it in there. Got the bolts started. It's not perfect. Required a little persuasion to go into place. Got a wrench in there to hold the top. We're just gonna give it a little bit just to get it going on there. And that way, when we let it go, it doesn't all come out, because I've got to do final torques on all these. Alrighty, we got both sides in. The driver's side was a little more of a pain in the ass. Biggest pain in the ass is definitely these top bolts up there. Just, use your persuasion, and you can get them aligned and get them torqued down. So I'm going to put 5 PSI in them before I let them down. And that's it. We got it all done. You're going to run your air lines. For me, I actually built this bed. I'll have video of that. If you want to see pictures and description, let me know. Airlines on the passenger side, just be sure to tuck them away from the exhaust. And you're done. You got air now. Here, give you a little. That's 30 pounds, and then let's see if we can. Much better.